Hare Krishna. Start with Mangalacharan. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadikamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahikana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sahigana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Before you start, can I ask a question? Can I take 5 minutes?
Okay, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I am confused how to write big questions.
Okay,
So,
can I take that question later, Mata? Let's do the 6th chapter first.
Yeah.
Exam things we'll talk a little later.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's chapter related question, which I couldn't answer last time, I can answer that. Okay, let's do this one and we'll come to that, Mataji. Okay, so last week we started from 6.3 till 6.9. So just do a quick revision on that. I have Premanand Prabhu on my screen as the first. Would you like to do a quick revision, Prabhu?
I missed the last class.
You missed the last class. Okay, no worries, Prabhu. Ram Santosh, Prabhu?
Sure. Sorry.
No problem.
So, I'll just read the translation.
Yes, please.
For one who is a neophyte in the Eightfold Yoga system, work is said to be the means, and for one who is elevated in yoga, cessation of all material activities is said to be the means. Okay. So I guess we can go to the words. Arura Sho. I'm not sure what that means.
Okay, so there are two words, Prabhuji, we discussed.
Arura, right? Arura means something, right? And
so Aruruksh refers to a neophyte, and Arudha refers to one who is advanced. So he's just giving the process for each. So who will be the advanced? Muneri Yogam Karma Karanam Uchate. So one who is doing karma will come to the word.
Follow those, and then the next Samaha Karanam Uchate is the.
So the both third and fourth word, if you see, Prabhu, they are same in the second line and the fourth line, they're exactly same.
Yeah.
This one is Aruroksh, neophyte, Yoga Rudha, that means to advance in yoga. The only difference is karma and shamaha. So we discussed these two words last week, if you remember anything.
Yep. Yeah, so karma is the work that you do, is it?
Yep. So how does it relate to this Aruroksha?
I'm not sure exactly how to word that.
Sorry. Okay, no worries, Prabhuji. So Aruroksha, which is a neophyte, how he advances by doing his prescribed duty. So karma refers to prescribed duty, how he is advancing from a neophyte to an advanced stage. Like when you go to Again, gym example, simple example. How do you advance in the beginning? By doing more and more exercises. Huh? You make your muscles strong. And then you become, I don't know, 6 or 8 packs. Slowly, right? So karma. Can you not lift anything and still maintain your muscles, Ram Santosh Prabhu? Or make you a very strong, muscly guy?
No, you have to lift, bro.
You have to lift, right? So this is called karma, prescribed duties. Huh? So prescribed duty will make you on the higher level of advancement. Yoga rudha, on the other hand, when you are completely advanced in yoga, shama karana muchyate. So shama word, anyone remembers? So we discussed sama, shama.
Controlled mind.
Control mind.
Control mind.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So,
Hira Mataji wanted to add something?
Hare Krishna and Prabhuji. We were talking last time about how the neophyte devotee and which means Arura Kashyar, and the advanced and the elevated devotee who is known as the Yoga Arura. And elevated devotee has mind control which is known as Shama, and through the controlled mind he does the activities, and then which leads to the cessation of material activities.
Yes. You have a lot of background noise, Mataji, coming. Not sure.
Hare Krishna and Prabhuji, we are in India at the moment, so I think the internet
Hare
also
Krishna.
and everything is
Okay. And there's a fan going on?
There's fan also, yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, that's a fan noise. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Yeah, so shama refers to the control of mind, as Mataji was saying. So with the control of mind, what he does, cessation of all material activities, does not do any material activities, and that make him advanced. Not the stopping activity, cessation of all material activities. Everything is connected with the spirituality or transcendence. So that is why this neophyte and Yoga Rudha is quite different. Okay, let's go to text 4. This is a very interesting verse. Who wants to do this?
Can I do?
Yes, please. Yes, Mataji.
A person is said to be elevated in yoga when, having renounced all material desires, he neither acts for sense gratification nor engages in fruitive activities. In this shloka, Prabhuji, last time we have discussed that there are, for the advanced yogi, Yog Ruda has 3 characteristics. First is na indriya artheshu. Second is na karmavas anusajate. Third is sarva sankalpa sannyasi.
Yes.
And first one means na indreshu artheshu means he's not engaged in his sense gratification. Na karmeshu anusajate.
If you read in Hindi, Mata, the karma swa anushajjate. It's very simple. So 3 words are there. Karma swa anusajjate.
Karm swa
Anusajjate.
anushajjate.
Yes, Mataji.
It means he does not even pursuing the sense gratification.
What does pursuing mean, Mata? Sorry, if you can expand.
Yes, Prabhuji. Like he does not engage in fruitive activities for getting the result through which he satisfies his own senses.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, so that's called pursuing the sense gratification, not engaging. Engaging is right now you're engaging. Pursuing, you're thinking about it and trying to get all the means so that you can do the sense gratification. That's pursuing. Yes, third.
Third is sarva sankalpa sannyasi. All material desire. He does not have any material desire for sense gratification
At all.
And
so what does sankalpa mean here?
Here sankalpa means
material desires. Yeah, or sannyas means renounce. So he renounced all the material desires. Even in his mind, he doesn't have any material desires. Okay, in future, today is, this year is 2026. By 2036, I'll have $1 trillion. I'll enjoy after 10 years. Prabhu, just 10 years more. I work 10 years and then I'll enjoy my life. So because we all have this deep-rooted desire for sense gratification. But this is what makes him Yoga Rudha. Is advanced yogi. He's not a neophyte yogi, he's advanced yogi. Like sannyasis in our ISKCON as well, we'll see, huh? They are advanced devotees, and not only they are advanced, there are many other advanced devotees as well. But you'll see they do not engage in any sense gratification. There's no question for that. No pursuing of that, and not even desiring inside. Yes,
Yeah.
some desires, but we can't say for most of us sitting on this call, we have all three on a different level. But that's why we are neophyte. Thank you, Mataji. Text 5. This is also a beautiful verse. Who wants to do this one? Come on, anyone? Sarupni Mataji from Sydney to
Hare
I
Krishna,
relate to
Prabhuji.
Sydney. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Uh,
A very famous verse.
6.5. Translation. One must deliver himself with the help of his mind and not degrade himself. The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well. As we are discussing from 6.3 about the mind control, in 6.5, basically, what Prabhupada is explaining is our mind can be our friend and can be our enemy. If the mind is our friend, then it can take our conditioned soul uh, like to a higher position, and like like जैसे हम अपनी डिवोशनल भक्ति में अपनी कहते हैं ना गति मतलब बढ़ा रहे हैं आगे, तो then if the mind is friend then we can do that. Otherwise when somebody we can see like somebody is going very well and then mind is falling into different places and that person can go into degradation. So the main two words which are mentioned are uddhar, that
Yeah.
means deliver or liberation, and the another word is avsadeh, that is degradation.
And you can also break this word, Mata.
Yes, the udharit atmana atmanam. Atmana is mind and atmanam is the soul, conditioned soul,
Yeah.
which is the sufferer here, and the doer is our mind. Like we discussed the last time that our mind is a material element.
Yes.
Yes, because of the mind, which is the doer, our atma is can be the sufferer or be the gainer, who is gaining everything.
And how does that is determined, Mataji? So you've said everything, just last point. How your mind can do uddhar of you, like deliver you, or can do avsadiyat for you, like put you down. How does that happen?
When our mind can understand like what is good for our soul, like doing chanting, doing bhakti, and sometimes like our we are going over with our friends or like we are just sitting in a circle, and when we are sitting in a circle with the devotees and we are discussing like such nice thing, yesterday I made prashadam and we were like we feel jealousy on the part like I didn't make such nice prashadam. That jealousy is actually good because that jealousy is telling your mind to do that thing. It's encouraging you and is being your friend at that point. But if our friends are discussing like wow we watch that movie and we are like oh my god I didn't watch that movie, I need to go and watch it, so in that sense our mind is our enemy and taking us away from the devotional path, and that is leading us to degradation.
Thank you, Mata. So basically, it depends on who's in control.
Yes.
If our mind is in
Yes.
control of our Atma, like you have given the key to a small kid, like a mind, chanchal kid, then your treasury is not safe.
Yes.
But if you as Atma is in control of the mind, then mind is our best friend. Then mind will help us to deliver.
Yes.
Because you cannot leave your mind in a garbage bin sometime that okay my mind is not so good, so you cannot separate your mind with yourself. So what you have to do, make your mind as your friend. And
Yes.
how do you make your mind as your friend? By controlling your mind and engaging in the proper activity. You have to go from this country to that country. You can't blame the planes are not good. You have to just catch the right plane. When you catch the right plane, pilot is nice, authorized, then it can make you reach to Vrindavan. Otherwise, the flight will end up in America somewhere. Huh? It's happening. So it's just a purification of mind. And if we control our mind, then mind can be our best friend. If we're not controlling our mind, then mind can be our best ripu, best shatru, enemy, Ari. Okay, this is the 6.6 verse. I've already said half of the things. Who wants to do? Krishna Vallabha Mata, would you like to do 6.6?
Prabhu, I wasn't there last week, Prabhu.
Okay, no worries. Srinivas Prabhuji. Prabhu, you're on mute if you're speaking.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Translation: For him who has conquered the mind is the best friend, but for who has failed to do so, his mind will be remaining the greatest enemy. Here, the important words, the bandhur. Bandhur means it is the great friend. Bandhu. Atma, Atmanas Tasya. Atmana of living entity. Tasya for him. Here the main important word, the bandhu, and yena tena, by whom.
So the word jita, Prabhu, we can take.
Jitaha.
Jita is very, very
Jitaha.
important. So if you are
That is a
jita,
conquered.
yes.
Conquered.
Yeah.
Those who conquered the mind.
That will become bandhu.
Bandhu.
So jitaha to bandhu, you can just connect these two words.
Yeah.
So if you conquer your mind, jitaha your mind, then what mind will become bandhu?
Yeah. And
But
also here.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Please, you continue, Prabhuji.
And also here we find this as third and fourth lines. Those who Setruvat, the last word Setruvat means that is the enemy. Here in the first line they said like a bandhu. Here it is an enemy to whom the Atmanas, those who failed.
Yeah.
He become like a Setru, his mind.
Exactly. Yes. So if you fail to do so, if you fail to jita of your mind, conquering your mind, the mind will behave like a shatru, enemy, and then it will push you down in the material existence. So that's the thing. Anyone can give one example? Someone else. From Shastra, very, very famous example, Shashank Prabhu, whose mind became his friend and later his enemy, and then friend again. Very famous example, everyone knows.
Ajamil?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Can you explain for the benefit of everyone, just quickly?
Ajamil, growing up, was a very qualified Brahmin. He was very knowledgeable about the scriptures. He grew up in a Brahmin family, but upon witnessing an intimate act between a man and a woman, he got carried away, and then he chased that woman, and he got connected with her. And then again later on, towards the end of his life, when he called out Narayan, in the hope of calling out his son, but Lord Vishnu thought that he was calling out to him, and when he witnessed the conversation between Yamdutas and Vishnu Dutas, his mind again got turned again in favor of Lord Vishnu. Yeah.
So we can see the same mind which was helping Ajamil to be a great Brahman till the age of 20-25. And he was a best follower of Vedic culture. He was very obedient son. He was very nice boy. But at one time, as Prabhuji is saying, his mind became his enemy just because he saw something which was not very favorable. And then for next 50 years or so, his mind became very unfavorable. Then again, his mind turned by listening to conversation between Vishnuduta and Yamduta, and his mind became his very good friend. And the same mind carried him to Haridwar. He stayed there for 15 years. He did Hari Bhajan, perfected his life, went back to Godhead. So you can see nice example in Srimad Bhagavatam 6th canto, mind being friend, mind being enemy, then mind being friend again. Another example, Jad Bharat. Same thing, isn't it? So on the first life, you can say the Maharaj Bharat life was mostly friend. Towards the end of life, little bit, he got attached to the deer. Because he lost the control of his mind. Instead of doing Hari Puja, he was doing deer puja. Baby deer puja. And then when he did deer puja, the mind obviously dragged him down. Next life, he wasted like a deer. Not wasted spiritually speaking, just materially speaking. And then again he realized, no, I have to bring my mind under control. And then again, he could continue his devotion life in the third life, perfected his life, went back to Godhead. So this Shastri examples tells us very clearly that how when mind is not in our control, how it can push us down so much. Ravan's mind was not in control. So many people advised Ravan not to do what he was doing, but he did not listen to anyone. And finally, when Lakshman came to take Siksha from Ravan, the first Siksha Ravan gave to Lakshman, anyone knows? The first Siksha, Shubhasya Shighram, Ashubhasya Dirgham. Shubh Kam, Turant Karna hai. Anytime any auspicious activity come in your mind, you want to help a sannyasi, you want to give some donation on Akshaya Tritiya. By the way, today is Akshaya Tritiya. Do a lot of devotion. Do something for Krishna. This is Akshay. Akshay means it will never get diminished. Not any day you do something for Krishna is it's ever increasing, everlasting. But today is a special day Krishna has created. There's so many other significance as well. Satyuga started today. Parasuramji appeared on this day. Gangaji appeared on Prithvilok on this day. So today's Tithi is very, very nice. Once you finish the class, if you feel like, you can go and read some glories or chant some rounds. Anyways, Akshaya Tritiya, very, very important day. So similarly, coming back to our example of Jad Bharat or Ajamil, we have to control our mind. And how do we control our mind? Any ideas from anyone? So this is what happens if we don't do the control or do the control. Now my question is, how do we control?
Chant.
Okay, chant Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. Okay, Amrit Prabhu is telling a nice answer point by point. Because last time Ayush Prabhu asked this question, so I'm just remembering that. 3S. What are the 3S? Everyone remembers 3S?
Sadhu.
Sadhu Sang.
Sadhu Sang, that's the second one. First one.
And Shastra.
Yes. So first one is Sattvic. Sattvic environment. So we must live in Sattvic environment. Second is do Sadhu Sangha. And the third is Shastra.
Yes.
So in the association of devotees, we should read Shastra. Now, even if you read Shastra alone, it's not going to work. For most of us, we are not so intelligent. So we have to read Shastra, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, Charitam, in the association of devotees. Then it will be very fruitful. And live in Sattvic environment. So what are the 3S, Ram Santosh Prabhuji? 3S. This is the formula.
Shastra, Sadhu.
No, first one. Sattvic environment.
Sattvic environment. Yeah.
Not Rajasic and Tamasic, passionate ignorance. You sit in a nightclub and say, I'll chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada was asked by his disciple, Prabhupada, can we go to nightclub for book distribution? Prabhupada said, sure, you can go, but please come back. You can go, but please come back. So first is Sattvic environment. Now, some advanced devotee can do that. Prabhupada could do many things we can't even imagine. He could do, but we can't. Prabhupada was once invited to a program in America somewhere. So Prabhupada went with his disciples. When he arrived there, you know what he saw? No one was wearing, males and females, any clothes. Prabhupada stayed there some time. He did some kirtan, very quick kirtan, and he said to his disciples, get out. It's not very favorable place. No, not for Prabhupada, for his disciples. He said, get out from here. This is... Someone arranged, preaching of Prabhupada in such a place. No one was wearing any clothes on their body at all. So Prabhupada could go. Shukdev Goswami can do all that. We can't. So we have our own limitations. So never play with the fire like that. Acharyas can do. We can't. Anyway, so 3S. So Sattvic environment, Ram Santosh Prabhu. Second is? Sadhu Sangha. Yes, third is?
And Shastra.
So if we do these three, mind will. Again, it will not happen overnight, but in due course of time, this will happen. This must happen if you're living a Sattvic. What does Sattvic environment mean, Kajal Mata?
Prabhuji, in an environment which is conducive to bhakti.
Some examples, Mata, you can give?
Like a temple, devotees.
Okay, temple. Now, not everyone can live in temples, so most of us are grahasthas at this stage. Some brahmacharis are here on the call, very fortunate ones. But what happens to us, Mata? Can we not live in Sattvic environment, the grahasthas, people living in not in temple?
Prabhuji, we can eat what is offered to Krishna.
Okay, that's one lakshan, one symptom. Yes, more.
read Shastra at home.
The Shastra is already covered by Ram Santosh Prabhu. More. Sorry, why I'm asking this question so everyone knows. This is the practical thing which we can all do at home because most of us live at home. But what can we do? We're not as fortunate as Amrit Prabhu, Sushant Prabhu, Ayush Prabhu. Very fortunate souls. What else we can do?
Serve Krishna's deity at
Devotee
home.
service.
Serve Krishna's deity. Thank you very much, Prabhu. So everyone can have a small photo or deity of Krishna, Gaur Nitai, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, and do a regular seva. Even if you do a small seva, don't have to do a very big elaborate deity worship. Some small, regular, consistent seva must do. One diya, one little offering of fruit and water, something, whatever is possible. Whatever simple but must do. The deity worship for every householder is must. Like devotees living in ashram, they serve Radha Gopinath directly. So we can serve the extension of Radha Gopinath in our home. So that's second. Anand Prabhu, thank you. Kajal Mata Khana, okay. Prasadam, nice. More. I need more. Shobit Prabhu.
Japa. Hear about glories of
Japa, that's more direct. I want the environment. I'm talking sattvic environment.
Kirtan serving devotees.
Kirtan serving devotees. Okay.
Maintaining cleanliness.
Following the 4 regulative principles.
Following the 4 regulative principles. This is a big hit. Sorry, Mata. Your echo is coming back to. Sorry. 4 regulative principles, very, very important. Now, this applies to everyone. But when we're living outside, this helps us a lot to rise up. Prabhupada said, if you follow 4 regs, then you become human, not a devotee. So following 4 regs makes you human. So you're ready to practice the other principles. Shobit Prabhu, you said something?
Prabhu, I was just gonna say, do japa, and out of those 4 regulative principles, one applies where you don't allow, animal products to come into your home.
Yeah.
And obviously, relates to the creating the sattvic environment, sattvic food.
That also relates to cleanliness. So we have to be clean outside and inside as well. So devotional service will clean us inside, but outside cleanliness. Our room should be clean, not in a very messy room. Our clothes should be clean, and those sort of things. So cleanliness is very, very important. How are we cooking in the kitchen? Very, very important. This is all a part of sattvic environment. And then whom we associate with. If we're associating with, Rajasic and Tamasic people, that will put us in the same mindset. So anyway, so create the sattvic environment. For different people, it might differ, but basics are same. What time we go to bed, what time we get up, what time we do our japa. How do we do our japa? Not under a rajai after eating a big meal. That may be a little difficult. Possible, but little difficult sometimes. So sattvic environment helps us a lot. Okay, so Priya Mataji.
Prabhu, my question is, if there is a family of 4 members and only 1 member is a devotee,
Yes.
others are not.
Yes.
2 are trying, but the 4th one not interested.
That's okay.
So in that case, how to save bhakti?
How to do bhakti is a very difficult and common question. But the first thing our acharyas explained, you be a good example. First, don't force anyone for anything. Everyone is a separate soul. They have their own journey, their own conditioning. We also have conditioning. First thing is, you become a very good example. Then they want to know, what are you doing? So you should not be telling them, oh, I'm chanting 16, you should at least chant 1 round, you should do this and that. Set up a own good example. Second thing they say, be patient. Many times when we start our Krishna conscious journey, we think overnight everyone should adopt the same principles, and we forget how long we took to adopt Krishna consciousness, isn't it? Amrit Prabhu, you took it on day 1, full 16 round movement to ashram. You took some time. I took longest time, so I'm a bit shy to say that. Anyway, everyone has their journey. Anand Prabhu, you took some time to accept these things?
Yes, Prabhu, I was doing just few rounds for a very long time.
Wow. But to even start few rounds, you would have taken some time to accept, isn't it? So
not really. I was somehow I was connected with Krishna, but I won't spend that much time doing japa of 16 rounds. I do 2, 3, 4 rounds. But then, yeah, for a very long time, our Siksha Guru kept following up, and I was stuck there for a very long time.
Very nice. It's a nice stuck. Anyway, Supriya Mataji, everyone takes time. So yeah, be patient. Third thing is, don't preach to your own family members. This is just a way which is practical. Not that you can't preach. Many times an outsider preached our family member, that works better instead of we preaching them directly. So these are the three things we can follow, again on a very high level. And yeah, be patient. You keep following, be a good example, be a good person, help them. And if they have questions, you clarify. If they don't have questions, don't force upon them. As Krishna also did not force himself on Arjuna. When Arjuna surrendered to Krishna, then only Krishna started giving advice. So many times, although with good intention, we want them to become devotees from day one or year one, it doesn't work in many cases, and it backfires. So have faith in Krishna. Pray for them. You can fast for them. You can chant a round for them, like on special days, on Ekadashi, Akshaya Tritiya, you can chant one round for your family member, for example, and say, Krishna, please give him or her intelligence. Then Krishna will. But externally, you should be very, very friendly. No preaching, no forcing. They are eating whatever they are eating, that's fine. It takes time. Takes time. Huh? Okay, let's move forward to 6.7. Who wants to do that? Shashank Prabhu, you like to do?
For one who has conquered the mind, the super soul is already reached, for he has attained tranquility. To such a man, happiness and distress, heat and cold, honor and dishonor are all the same. I'll just pick up some words.
Can you connect 6.6 and 6.7 first?
Yeah, so 6.6 talks about how you can use your mind to guide your soul, and then 6.7 talks about what happens when you guide your soul and what happens when you conquer your mind.
Thank you very much. So this is just an expansion. So someone says, I have my mind control. Then you can say, okay, hang on a second, I need to test you. Huh? So this is like a test for that person who claims that I have full mind control. Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Yeah, so Jitatmana means who has conquered his mind. And we can say that only the Prasantasya, who has attained tranquility by such control over the mind, he can say that I have controlled the mind. And what does he achieve? He achieved the super soul. He achieved the super soul. So here you can see three things. Shitosnas, Sukha, Shitosnas is hot and cold. It's in a bodily level.
Yeah.
And Sukha Dukha is in mental level.
Yeah.
And Manapamanayo is in Manapamanayo is in the ego level or the ego level. So there's three levels. So to such men who have attained tranquility, he has the ego, mind, and the body. They are the same.
So they are not carried away by these dualities. So these dualities will come to a person who's advanced? Who can say? Will these dualities come to the person?
Yes.
Sure. Dualities will come to that person? Yeah. So what's the difference between that person and a neophyte? Dualities will come to both or no?
It will come to both.
Really? Problems will come to advance as well? Yes? Yes.
Yes,
You are living in a problematic world. So problems will come. No matter who you're a sannyasi, you're a vanaprastha, you're a grahastha, you're a shudra, you're a brahman, problems will come because Krishna has certified this world as dukkhalem shashvatam. So problems will come. So no one can be out of the problem. So what's the difference between a neophyte and advanced, Amrit Prabhu?
Neophyte is still endeavoring to control his mind.
In terms of problem, I mean. So problems affect the neophyte.
Yeah.
And problem does not affect an advanced person. I'm talking on a mental level. So body will affect. He will also feel the pain and the heat and all that. That's fine. But he's not carried away. What does carried away means? He will not quit his devotional duties. Today is too hot. So neophyte will say, let's sleep. What happens to the bhoga of the deities? That's all right. We'll do at 12 o'clock. But advanced person, no, it's very hot. I'm a bit sick today. I still have to serve my deities. So whatever best possible in this situation, he will do it. So that's called advanced. But a neophyte will compromise. The duality will carry him away. When Arjun's son died, Abhimanyu, so Arjun was crying. Now Krishna did not say to Arjun, "Are Arjun, I just told you a few days ago, you're not the body, you're the soul. Huh? And the soul is never dead. Your son is not dead. What are you crying for?" And Krishna would start crying that, "You did not understand anything. I worked so hard for 48 minutes. No, Arjun was crying and Krishna supported him. But how Arjun was advanced? After crying, he picked up his Gandhi and he said, "Okay, now let's come back to the business." He did not stop his devotional service. That's why he was advanced devotee. A neophyte would have seen, Krishna, abhi thoda sa grab lena hai, huh? For 1 month I cannot serve you. Goodbye. So this is the difference. So dualities will come to everyone, but they are not carried away. So advanced person will not feel mana or apman. If someone praises us, we are like, "Prabhu, thoda sa aur." This seems like nectar. Can you praise me more? At least in the mind, we feel like that. And when apaman comes, we like, "Stop, stop. I cannot hear this." We cannot hear our own criticism. We just don't have that capacity. Advanced person does not get impacted by that. Advanced person is not like too much heat, too much cold. They continue serving Krishna at their best of the capacity. Okay, let's go to 6.8. 6.8 and 9. What's the theme of this? Who can say? Who hasn't spoken? Anjumata. Theme of 6.8. So 6.6, 6.7, 8, 9. They're all connected. We're just talking about mind control. We're just going up and up and up. So 6.8 and 9 deals with one theme. What is that theme?
Somehow.
Sorry, Mata, say again. You're on mute.
Somehow, Prabhu.
Somehow, not really.
No, some भाव से सबको देखता है, कंकड़ पत्थर.
Some houses of, okay, yeah, okay. So this is called vision of the advanced person, advanced yogi. So now we are looking at the vision. How does he deal with the world? How does he look at others? What's his vision? 6.8 talks about his vision towards things. 6.9 talks about vision for the people. There are two different things. So 6.8, let's do 6.8. Anjumata.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mata.
So a person is said to be established in self-realization and is called a yogi when he is fully satisfied by virtue of acquired knowledge and realization. Such a person is situated in transcendence and is self-controlled, and he sees everything, whether it be pebbles, stones, or gold, as the same. So a person who is a Jnani sees whether a realized person or
So what is the difference between Gyan and Vigyan, Mataji? What is Gyan? What is Vigyan?
Jnana is knowledge.
Thank you. Yes, that's correct, Mataji.
And Vigyan is proven knowledge.
Realized knowledge. So Gyan is like I just tell, for example, you should not smoke. Okay, nice information, but I myself is smoking. So I don't have Vigyan of that sentence which I just said. So I'm saying to others, don't do this, don't do that, but I myself is doing. My statement will not be very heavy. It will not work because I myself is breaking it. Vigyan means I have realized smoking cigarette, drinking alcohol, all these things. No, I have got nothing to do with. So this is called realized knowledge. And that applies in devotional service as well. So many times sannyasis come and they also quote the same shloka which we are reading. But when they quote, the difference is they have realized that knowledge. They are living onto that knowledge. And at this stage, most of us are intellectually we know the shloka, but in our heart we still have some other desires, some other options. So this is Gyan and Vigyan. Now, what stops us going from Gyan to Vigyan? Many of us are very scholarly devotees on this call. Many shlokas, most of us know. But Vigyan, not sure. So what stops us going from Gyan to Vigyan? Who can say? Amrit Prabhu is ready to go.
Sense gratification.
Sense desire for sense gratification, you can say, right?
Yeah,
Sense gratification
desire.
itself. So sense gratification will not come to you or me and say, okay,
Yeah,
please take me,
desire.
please take me. We go to sense gratification most of the time.
Yes.
We walk to that, whatever our weaknesses are. Huh? So desire, we have the desire. Alcoholic, again, a simple example, will go to a shop of alcohol and will buy alcohol and drink. Bottle will not come to his home that please consume me. No, he himself will walk out of the house or online order, whatever, I don't know. So buy the alcohol or bring the alcohol and consume. So this is called desire. So this desire. Second, this is the first thing which stops us going from gyan to. He may know alcohol is bad for me, smoking is bad for me. Doctors have told me not to drink, not to smoke. I can't stop myself. Desire. Second, Amrit Prabhu.
No, I only know one Prabhu.
You only know one. Who can tell me second? Hari Gopal Prabhuji. What's the second thing which stops us going from gyan to vigyan? That's my question.
Prabhu, mercy.
No. Mercy is a positive thing. I'm saying what stops us? A
Stops.
negative obstacle, which all of us face in different ways. So one Prabhuji said desire, which is true for all of us. Again, someone may have less desire, someone may have more desire. That stops us to go to Krishna. Second is doubts. Many times we have doubts in spiritual life. Does Krishna really exist? Amrit Prabhu is a pagal. I don't want to become pagal like him. He is ruining his life, young age, young boy, so much done masters and living in ashram, wearing this bed sheet, putting some paint on his forehead. Pagal ho gaya ladka. We get these sort of things. So this is called doubt. We may have knowledge. I may be a pandit. I may be giving classes on that, but I still have doubt. Does Krishna really exist? Is spiritual life really work? What Swami Prabhupada said, does it work? What Bhagavad Gita is saying, does it work? Bhagavad Gita is just written by some people behind the room on a computer, just to put the mankind aligned, just to be kind and compassionate. Do we have these doubts? Yes or no? कोई भी हाथ नहीं उठा रहा है, मैं उठा रहा हूँ. We all have doubts. Without doubts, will not be here, will be advanced devotee. See, controlling desire for pap actually is easier. It's also difficult, but it's relatively easier. Controlling over doubts is very difficult. Very, very difficult. Shanshayatma vinashyati. Remember the verse which we read in 4th chapter? Shanshayatma. And Vishnu Jagannath Thakur says, if you're doing pap, not that we are recommending, but doing pap is okay, but doing shanshay, doubt, is it really exist? That's actually very dangerous, very, very dangerous. So desires and doubts are two things which stop us going from gyan to vigyan. Achieving gyan is easy, Amrit Prabhu, very easy, isn't it? Open vedabase.com, register yourself for Bhakti Shastri, you get some gyan.
But still people don't want
Yeah,
to.
still people
Yeah.
don't do that. That's unfortunate. But even getting gyan actually relatively very easy. Very, very easy. Cramming, 12, 20 verses, very easy. But Vigyan, that takes lifetimes. Lifetimes. Many, many times people just miss out. Whole life they're doing Krishna consciousness. When they are dying, they have desire for some other thing. They have some doubts. So these two things stop us. So we should be very, very careful. We don't have, bad desires like sinful desires. And if we have, try to control them. And the second, which is more important, is Shanshayatma. We should not become doubtful. We should have faith in our acharyas, in our process, in Krishna, and again, Usahat Nishchayat Dharyat. And be dharya. You cannot say, I've been practicing Krishna consciousness for 4.5 years. Prabhupada disciple, one of them at least. He went to Prabhupada. He said, Prabhupada, I've been chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 16 rounds every day for 6 months. I haven't had darshan of Krishna. Prabhupada said, keep chanting. He was like 6 months. It's such a long period. I haven't had darshan of Krishna. Ramayana says, Koti Koti Munijatane Karahi, Antakal Mukh Ram na Ai. Koti Koti, for millions of lives, yogis try to do tapasya. Antakal Mukh Ram na Ai. But Ram ka naam nahi aata hai. So it's not that easy. Prabhupada said, keep chanting. It's only 6 months. So we just have to be dharya. Nishchay, determined towards our goal, and dharya. Utsaha, with enthusiasm, we follow the process. We are determined that this will end up in success, and we keep dharya, patience, that it will happen in due course of time. Yes, Amrit Prabhu.
Prabhu, Prabhupada said that um, lust enters through our tongue, like it all starts with the tongue. And
Uh,
lately, I've been feeling this desire for sense gratification. It comes in the form of taste. And uh, how my question is that, in spite of trying to restrict it, sometimes and most of the times, because I'm from Bengal, I've been raised eating sweet. So, so my desire for eating sweets is very strong.
Strong. Yes.
Yeah, and a lot of times it does not help me be Krishna conscious, right? Because if you are pursuing that desire, then automatically your consciousness is not that flexible to receive the mercy. So how to practically um, like nullify this desire?
Yeah. Prabhu, it's not easy. As you say, come from, say, Bengal. Others may have from different communities. And again, different things, different desires we may all have. So first thing is first, first is accept it. You're a human being. But at the same time, suppose a soldier is put in a camp for a training. So his master will say to all the soldiers in his academy, you have to get up at 4 o'clock, you have to carry, 20 kilo of weight, you have to run 20 kilometers. This training is being given, in this case, by His Grace Ghanesham Prabhu, to all of you fortunate souls. We just have to accept the training, and accept I'm a human being, my desires are there, but they are not wrong desires. But at the moment, if I fulfill those desires, it's not very conducive. I'm in a training camp right now. So Prabhupada also used to take sweets. Sannyasis also take sweets. But when we take sweets, our master or the ashram head may come say, Prabhu, only on Tuesday. Maybe one or two, I don't know the quantity. Only that much. Why? Because he's very compassionate, he's very kind. We are like kids, huh? So we're just disciplining us. So if we can successfully discipline ourselves for that amount of period of time, then after the training is complete, whenever, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, then taking sweets will not be a problem. But right now, most of us, we cannot handle too much sweets. Handling means, again, our consciousness, our sleepiness may increase, and we will not be able to serve the deities or do our other services. So, Prabhu, just consider yourself as a training. Don't deny, because when you deny yourself, then the desire comes more. My Guru Maharaj used to say, whenever any material desire comes, you don't say no to that desire. You just put it on the top shelf. Top shelf is imaginary top shelf. And you say, I'll just come back. Don't say no. Any material desire come, my dear desire, just wait. I'm little busy, like Haridas Thakur. I'm little busy. I will surely fulfill your desire, Mother Lakshagira. Lakshagira Mataji, not Mataji, okay. Lakshagira will fulfill your desire. Let me finish my rounds. And Lakshagira is listening, listening, whole night pass. Okay, please come tomorrow. Tomorrow, definitely I'll fulfill your desire. So tomorrow I come back to desire. Today is Wednesday. Friday, I'll definitely take 10 sweets. When the Friday comes, I didn't say this Friday, next Friday. Don't say no. But Guru Maharaj said, after some time, when you come back, when you are advanced enough, you will see there's no material desires on the top shelf. They all disappeared. So accept it and ask them to wait. Now, it's not easy. I'm also saying it, and I also struggle with so many things. But Prabhu, just keep training yourself. And again, 3S, Sattvic environment, Shastra, and association of devotees. Through them, we will learn how to control our lower nature and proceed to higher nature. And as Prabhupada keep giving that example of 259, Vishyavini Vartante Niraharasya Dehina. When you get higher taste, this lower taste will go. But don't say no to the lower taste too much, because then just say, hang on. Hang on, my dear lower taste. Wait, I'll come and attend you. Just come. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhu, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And always consider your ashram head as your father. He's very compassionate. He may be strict sometime, but that's for your own good. He's also spending so much time and energy on all of you. But he's like our father. So if we accept his love rather than the external strictness, then we will say, okay, I'll just go with him, whatever he says. That's very beneficial for us in long term. And in this case, he is really kind. Our Ghanshyam is very nice. He's a very advanced person, actually. Prananand Prabhu gave a Bhagavatam class on Sunday. I'm not sure how many of you have heard. He was appreciating Bhagavatam class, Ghanshyam Prabhu's glories, international glories. Huh? So we are okay. We live no ghar ki murgi dal barabar sometimes. When we are familiar with some devotees, we don't consider them as very advanced or something. But when you hear from outsiders, that's very nice, huh? Because he has served so much to internationally as well that people, and he is not going to flatter anyone in the Bhagavatam class. He's giving Bhagavatam class. He's genuinely appreciating the good qualities of Ghanshyam Prabhu, which is, we should feel very fortunate that we are in close association with him. Anytime we can approach him, take guidance from him. So it's very fortunate. Okay, let's move. Sorry, I was in the first two words. Who was doing that? Anju Mata. Sorry, I got stuck with first two words, but they're very important words. Words. Okay, Triptatma. What does Tripta mean?
Satisfied?
Satisfied. So, what does this mean? So this is the vision of that advanced yogi. He is completely satisfied with Gyan. With Gyan means he has enough knowledge and he has enough realized knowledge. So he's Traptatma. Are we Traptatma? Any Traptatmas here? We are all Bhutatma. भूत के जैसे भटकते रहते हैं. But I mean to say hankering, hankering. This will give me happiness, that will give me happiness, this Switzerland trip will give me happiness, and this dress will give me happiness, this car will give me happiness. This is like Bhutatma. So become Triptatma, Triptatma. When Ram is there, full Aram is there. Other things are there, not there, who cares? Something to maintain the body and soul, something basic for the family, whatever simple. My Guru Maharaj said, if your external life is simple, then you have more time for Krishna. I really like that. So make your life simple as much as possible. Then we have more time for Krishna. If our external life is very complex, then we can't give time to Krishna. We're just squeezing. You call a devotee for the Prabhu, I'm very busy. Next festival come, Prabhu, can you come? Prabhu, I'm so sorry, I really want to come, but I'm too busy. Every time you hear the same excuse. He's too busy materially, never have time for Krishna. Go to temple sometime, do some seva, do some association of devotees, listen Bhagavatam with them. We are always busy. What's the use? Sometimes we have to. Guru Maharaj said, when you always have no time, then this is a time to take time out. You always have no time. Now you take a time to take time out for Krishna. Exclusive time. And he said, go to Dham. If you cannot go to Dham, go to temple. And in temple, you be calm. In mode of goodness. Temple also we are running. Gopinath, I only have 30 seconds. Pranam, darshan, charnamrit, get out. So sometimes we have to do that, that's okay. But sometimes spend time with DPs, talk to them, share your heart with them, chant some rounds with them. It's very, very nice. This is called Triptatma. Mataji, next. Kutastho Vijitendriyaha. Kutastho, what does Kutastha mean? Kuta. What does Kuta mean?
Spiritually situated.
Okay, spiritually. Kuta means like a pahad, like a mountain. Is mountain chala or achala? Is he movable or
Whatever.
immovable? So the consciousness of the yogi is immovable. What does movable means? Today I come to Hare Krishna temple, tomorrow I go to Sai Ram temple, and then I go to Ganesh temple, then Durga temple. Now going to temples is not a problem, but our astha should be in Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, Ishvara Paramah Krishna. So we respect all the demigods, that's not a problem. But our astha in Krishna only. Krishna is the root of everything. If I satisfy Krishna, I am going to satisfy everyone. Prabhupada says, when you water the root of the tree, all the leaves and everything of the tree is satisfied. Tasmin tuste jagat tusta. If you satisfy Krishna, you have satisfied everyone. That is called Kutastho. Anjumata, next. That's an easy one.
Vijitendriya, that is sensually controlled.
What is the difference between Jitendriya and Vijitendriya? Who can say? Someone else. Sarvajiveshwari Mataji. Jitendriya, Vijitendriya. Similar words, little different. You're on mute, Mata, if you're speaking. Unless you are thinking.
I was just thinking,
Okay,
Prabhu.
Mata, I understand.
Yeah, it didn't come
No
just
problem.
now.
Salan Prabhu can help you. He knows all these words.
Prabhu, sorry, I just joined, Prabhu. I haven't. I'm sorry,
You
Prabhu.
just joined.
I just I
No
forgot
problem.
on Monday. I came from work and I slept and I just wake up and
Jai
sorry,
ho, Jai ho.
Prabhu.
Jeev jago. Gora chanda bole. No problem, Prabhuji. All
Sorry,
okay.
Prabhu. I was so
No problem. All good. All good. Who can say? Krishna Alva Mata, you can tell me. Jitendriya, Vijitendriya.
Prabhu, we means, I mean, I'm just thinking we means some कहते हैं special या
Yes,
मतलब
Vishesha.
विशेष.
Yes, that's what it
So
is.
maybe somebody Jitendriya means he has acquired, and Vijitendriya means he has fully acquired, and he's like extraordinarily, he doesn't even think about anything, like
Very good.
left desires to think about desires.
Complete.
Okay.
Thank you, Mata. Very good. So Tyajya Parityajya. So Krishna uses the word Sarvdharmanu Parityajya, not Tyajya. Huh? So when we have these prefixes used, they intensify the meaning of the word which is going to come. Huh? So Tyajya Parityajya, Jitatma, Vijitatma, Vijitendriya. So they intensify the meaning. That means completely. Huh? No going backwards. Okay. Yukta Ittachita Yogi, I'll just do it, Anju Mataji. We've been sitting on this for a while. He is called as Yukta. Yukta means, now Yukta have multiple meanings. One of the meaning Prabhupada said, well situated. Well situated. So this yogi is well situated. Well situated means you can say he is a good devotee, isn't it? Sometimes he's a good devotee. You really know he has qualities of devotees. So yogi, Yukta. Sama Lostra, Sama Kanchana. This is a very easy line. Sama, as Supriya Mataji was saying earlier, Sama Bhav. So he has Saman Bhav, equal vision for what? Lostra, Ashma, Kanchana. So Lostra Prabhupada writes as pebbles, stone, or Kanchan, gold. Huh? So we do respect everything in relation to Krishna. If the stone is valuable for Krishna, we value stone a lot. But if the gold is not conducive for our Krishna consciousness, we don't worry about gold. Prabhupada said, don't worry about going to Sumeru mountain, just give me 4 or 5 devotees. That is very, very nice in Krishna consciousness. Okay? Okay, last one, 6.9. Who can do this? Rajesh Jai Aghi. Sorry, I don't get your question, Rajesh Prabhu, if you want to say yourself.
Oh, sorry, Prabhu. I thought I thought it's not in a group.
Okay,
I
you're
personally
doing
sent it
private
to
chat. No problem.
yeah.
All good. Okay, 6.9. Who can do? Preeti Mata, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Would you like to do 6.9, Mataji?
Mhm. So do I need to say the meaning, right?
Yes, Mata. So just read the translation.
A
And then,
person is considered still further advanced when he regards honest well-wisher, affectionate benefactors, the neutral meditators, the envious friends and enemies, the pious and the sinners, all with an equal mind.
so can you say how many people are given in this verse? Who knows? Anyone?
Sorry, could you please repeat?
How many types of people given in this verse? Okay, Sulekha Mata have answered. 9 types of people are described here. Sulekha Mata, now you go. You have answered. Can you please describe each word? Suhran.
Shuharan, that's, I mean, I don't know.
Hrid mane hriday, heart. Su, well-wisher.
Well-wish.
So
Yeah,
one
right.
who is a
Well-wish.
well-wisher, that's called Suhrad.
Yeah.
Krishna says in 529 as well. Mitra.
Mitra is a friend.
Ari.
Ari is an enemy. And
Udasina.
Udasina is a neutral insan, maybe.
Yeah, that's correct, Mataji. Madhyastha.
Madhyastha is
Mediator, Dalal. In Hindi, they call it Dalal. Sorry, why I speak these words sometime. When we connect to our own language, we'll remember. Madhyastha. Huh? So many times, mediator has been used in 2 parties when they have some conflicts, some conflict resolution, they use mediators. So they're arbitrators as well. So that's a different. Anyway, Madhyastha is mediator. Dvesha?
Dvesha is do jo jalta ho dekh kar.
Jalta hai, yes. Envious person. Thank you, Mata. Bandhushu.
Bandhushu is relatives.
Relatives. What's the difference between Mitra and Bandhu?
Mitra is the friends and Bandhu is the relatives as in blood. जिसके साथ blood relation हो, those are the relatives.
Okay. There's slight more difference. बंधु जो बांधे गए हैं. You did not choose them. Like friends, you choose. Huh? In a class, some kids are studying. He's my friend. She's my friend. Right? You choose. Bandhu is they've been given to you. They are good or bad. You just have to live with them. Huh? They are called bandhu. So Sanskrit is so beautiful. It gives meaning of everything. Sadhu show.
Sadhu, the pious people.
Yeah. A sajjan, sadhu. Sadhu has multiple meaning. A sajjan person, a nice person. Papeshu.
Papishu is Chandal, the bad peoples.
Papi, yeah, Papeshu, one who's a sinful person. So now the different ranges are given here. Huh? So one who's a well-wisher, whether he's a friend or enemy, he's a neutral, he's a mediator, he's a envious, he's a bandhu, a relative, whether he's sadhu or papi, all sorts of ranges given. But what is the vision of this advanced person? Sama. Sama. So it's not like to my friends, I love them, but my enemies, I hate them. Huh? I can't sit in front of them. I can't see them. No, if you're advanced yogi, what is your vision? Sama. What's the difference between, okay, what's the relation between 6.8 and 6.9, Mataji?
6.8 talks about the material thing, like how yoga ruda person sees the material thing and how he handles the human.
Thank you. So this talks about the people and 6.8 talks about the things. So which one is more difficult to follow, 6.8 or 6.9? Be honest.
6.9.
Thank you. Dealing things equally when I feel we are advanced. Hang on a second, nothing. I deal the table and my chair equally. What's the big deal? They are nirjiv, but dealing with two devotees equally, very difficult. Very difficult. So 6.9, it's a higher version. Huh? So you are just showing the hierarchy. So not only 6.8, which is towards the things, even with the people. This is very, very difficult. And Arjun will ask a question later. We'll come to that later. Okay. 6.10. Now we're starting today's verse. Who hasn't participated as yet? Just looking at it. Sir Jiveshri Mataji, would you like to read? This is a new verse for today.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Okay, I'll
Krishna.
do it. Yogi yunjita satatma atmanah rahasi stita ekake yata chitatma nirasir aparigraha. A transcendentalist should always engage his body, mind, and self in relationship with the Supreme. He should live alone in a secluded place and should always carefully control his mind. He should be free from desires and feelings of possessiveness.
Thank you, Mataji. So now from 10 to 15, we're going to talk about how you're going to advance from yoga rukshu to yoga ruda, from a neophyte to an advanced person. So these are the things. Now 10 to 15, 6.10 to 15, we'll talk about realization of Brahman. And then from 16 to 23, they talks about realization of Paramatma, and 24 to 32, they talk about realization of Bhagwan. So this is how you sort of progress from step by step. So first, Yogi Yunjit Satatam. So Yogi Yunjit refers to, as Prabhupada writes, must concentrate in Krishna consciousness. So this yogi is concentrating on Krishna consciousness. How often? Satatam, always. Atma Nam Rahasi Sthita. Now he's talking about Rahasi. Rahasi means Rahna or living place. Sthita, where does he situate himself? Ekaki. Now this yogi, now you are talking about a strong yogi here, he cannot live like in a community environment where so many devotees are living, so much is happening. But for the yogis, Ashtanga yogis or Dhyan yogis, which we're referring in this verses here, they have to live ekaki. They cannot just chit chat with each other. Each one will have their own different trees in a one, and that's where they will be living. Yatta chitta atma. Yatta refers to controlling. Chitta atma. They're always trying to control their chitta atma, their mind, and even subconscious mind. We'll talk about chitta little later. Nirashir. Nirashir, Prabhupada writes, without being attracted by anything else. So they're not attracted by any material objects. Aparigraha. Aparigraha refers to without the feeling of possessiveness. So he can possess something, he doesn't have feeling. Parigraha refers to accumulate lot of material things. Aparigraha refers to that person does not accumulate or does not have feeling of accumulation. So these are again the steps which are given. These are the steps given if you want to advance from a neophyte yogi to a advanced yogi. I'll go a little fast here because we have spent a lot of time in revision today. Can everyone go on mute, please? Silent Prabhu. Thank you. 6, 11 to 12. Who, Sarupi Mata or Giriraj Prabhuji?
तुच्छोदेशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य स्थिरम् आसनम् आत्मनः नाते उच्छ्रितं नाति नीचं का
Chailajin. It is
शैलाजी कुशो.
So if you look in Sanskrit Mataji or Hindi, Devanagari, Chaila.
Chela.
Not Chela,
Jin,
not Chela, Chaila.
Chala.
Yeah.
Chala jin kushotaram tare
Tatra.
kagram mane
Tatra.
krit agram.
Tatra ekagram. Tatra means that. Ekagra. Ekagra chit.
Upavishya
Mane kritva yachite indriye kriye vishyat mane
Upavishyasane. If you read slowly,
yeah.
Upavishyasane.
Sane yunjyat yogam atma vishuddhe. Translation: to practice yoga, one should go to a secluded place and should lay kusha grass on the ground and then cover it with the deer skin and a soft cloth. The seat should be neither too high nor too low and should be situated in a sacred place. The yogi should then sit on it very firmly and practice yoga to purify the heart by controlling his mind, senses, and activities and fixing the mind on one point.
Thank you, Mataji. So as we said, we are talking about different steps which this yogi takes. So 6:11 talks about the external steps and 6:12 talks about the internal steps. So let's see what are the external steps this person takes. So Suchi, everyone, Bengali Prabhuji, Prabhuji, you know, Suchi, Muchi we talk about, huh? All of us, we know ISKCON lingo. Suchi means clean. Sucho Deshe, what does Sucho Deshe will mean, Sarupni Mata? Desh means sthan, place. Sucho Deshe means
Clean
place, right? So he will sit in the clean place, not in a garbage bin somewhere. Huh?
Yes.
You cannot focus there. Sucha deshe. Now, these things although described for Ashtanga yogi, but the principles can also be taken by all of us, isn't it? This is Bhagavad Gita principles. Huh? We may not be taking tiger skin and deer skin unless you have one at home. But the point is we can take the principle of these verses in our sadhaka's life as well. So Sucha deshe. When we chant Hare Krishna, where should we sit? Sucho deshe, not asucho deshe. Asucho refers to say on an unclean bed, for example, on a very, clothing which should be washed and all those things. So sucho deshe, when your sthan is clean. I was talking about cleanliness earlier, about the sattvic environment. This is very, very important. Pratisthapya means he establishes himself. Isthiram asanam. Asan should be a sthir asan. Now, Sushant Prabhu, if you are on a rocking chair, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, what will happen? You will be sleeping very soon, isn't it? Now you are a very controlled person. Generally, you will start feeling sleepy. So not a rocking chair, just a isthirasan. Isthirasan, it can be a chair if you have some knee problem or whatever, or you sit on a ground with a little mat, that's fine. Isthirasan, atmanaha, na ati ushritam. Na ati ushritam means ucha. Ushritam means ucha. बहुत ऊंचा आसन नहीं चाहिए, not a very high seat. If the seat is very high, Ira Mata, what will happen? You start looking at what's happening in the neighbor's house, what's happening in the सामने वाला का building. So you're having a sight view instead of doing your japa. So na ati uchritam, na ati nicham. Don't go and sit in a ditch. Some Samp and Bichu start coming show with Prabhu and they will disturb your japa. So na ati ucham, na ati nicham. Amrit Prabhu, all clear? So just simple language. So don't make your asana too high. Even in a temple, I've seen it. In next to Prabhupada, sometimes the stack of mats are there. Sometimes I sit on top. I feel like Hanumanji sitting in front of Ravan. Then I'm start looking at everything. Then I come down. I feel relaxed. So sometimes really helps just to have a simple asana, not too high, not too low. Chailajin. So Sarupni Mata, Chailajin refers to tiger skin. Now, why you will say they have written tiger skin here? We are talking about Bhagavad Gita, ahimsa, non-violence. Here, tiger skin refers to you can take tiger skin because tiger skin has a specific significance. Once the tiger is naturally dead, the skin can be taken. When the deer is naturally dead, that skin can be taken because tiger skin or deer skin, they help the sadhaka in what? The snakes or other insects, they do not actually come on tiger skin. Suppose we are sitting and chanting japa, sometimes cheeties come. Have anyone experienced? Little ants will come and disturb you. But if you are sitting on a deer skin or tiger skin, the ants actually will not enter. Naturally, they will be distracted. Huh? So this is a benefit of that. But it should only be done in a ahimsa way. Kushotram is Kushagra's ka asan. That is also very, very conducive for our spiritual advancement. Now, this is the external side of it. Let's look at the internal side of it. Tatra ekagram. Tatra means by situating yourself in that position, in that bodily position, ekagramanaha. What you have to do? Not okay, now I'm relaxed, just sleep. No, no. Ekagramana. Ekagram is not thinking anything else except the object of your meditation, which we'll talk little later. Yat chitta indriya kriyaha. So what you have to do? Ekagram. Chitta. Now, let's talk about word chitta. So there's a word called chitta, C-I-T, which we write in Sanskrit, chit in Sanskrit, or chitta. Someone knows the difference between chit and chitta. Srinivas Prabhu is ready to say something?
It is knowledge.
Chit and chitta. What is the difference? Because we keep talking about chitta, chitta, chitta. Okay, so Anand Krishna Prabhu. So Sat, Chit, and Anand, when we talk about, let's talk about these three words. What does Sat means? Eternity. Chit means knowledge, as Prabhuji said. Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Ananda refers to bliss. So we all know these. So these are the three original faculties of a soul. Every soul is made up of Sat, Chit, and Anand, like a kern, like a very, very minute. Now Krishna is full of Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Soul is also made up of Sat, Chit, and Ananda. So what's the difference between Chit, that Chit, knowledge, and Chitta, which we talk about? Now Chitta also have multiple meanings. One meaning of chitta on a high level is when we talk about mind, in Hindi we'll call man, and subconscious mind. So it says mind, what we feel right now. Your mind may have different desires, maybe different targets, different task lists in your mind right now. This is your conscious mind. But we also, all of us, also have a subconscious mind, which is deep rooted desires, which we may not be even aware of. Sometimes Sanjay Vyas Prabhu will dream something very weird, for example. Huh? Not that I'm saying he dreams, but sometimes, and you'll get up and like, why did this dream come? Why did this? I got a call recently from some devotee, and this person had a dream, and this person just could not understand. He said, "Can you please decode my dream?" And yeah, with the help of Shastra, I could decode actually the dream successfully. And this person was fully satisfied. He's like, how come this dream is coming to me? And sometimes you just don't know. Don't know why. So this comes from subconscious mind. Somewhere in the past, in this life, in past life, you have gone through those situations. And then very, very hard to understand. But this is somehow related in your, it's called Chitta, subconscious mind. Now, Chitta in Sanskrit can also mean your misdirected consciousness. So when you talk about consciousness, it can be perfectly directed towards Krishna, or it can be conditioned consciousness. That means directed towards material world. So when our consciousness is directed, routed in the material world, that's called chitta, which means bad consciousness. And that's why it's called subconscious desires. Ajamil had this subconscious desire deeply rooted within his heart, which he didn't even know actually. Huh? Just before 1 hour, if you call a Jamil and say just before he saw this scene of prostitute and that man, you call a Jamil. After 1 hour, You will throw your parents outside. You will throw your wife outside. You'll be living with alcohol and with this prostitute. He will say, "Come on, I'm not going to do that." And look at after 1 hour what happens. So this is called subconscious. We all have it. We all have it. Um, Radhanath Maharaj was giving one example in a class very nicely. He said, many times we cut the grass. From top, it's cut. But when the barish comes, when the rain comes, the grass grows back again. This like us. We sometimes cut down some desires, but when the appropriate environment comes, those deeply sleeping desires, they come out and they hound us like a ghost. No, no, do that, do that, do that. And we're like, no, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. No, no, do that, do that. They haunt us in our mind like that. This is called subconscious or chitta mind, deep-rooted wrong material desires. Okay, everyone is clear? So we're talking about yata chitta, indriya kriya. So what we have to engage our chitta. Chitta means not only man, but also subconscious mind. Indriya, obviously indriya senses, kriya, ekagram. We have to direct all these material elements into one object of meditation. Upavishasana yunjat. Upavishasana means just sit down. Yunjat, engage. Yogam, engage in yoga. What sort of yoga? Ekagra yoga. One point of meditation. We'll expand more on these verses as we go. Why are you doing all that? Atma Vishuddhaya. If you see in 5th chapter also, Krishna has used this word. Why yogi is doing whatever yoga practices he is doing? Atma Vishuddhaya. So this is very, very important. Now we can take the principles. We also imply our indriya, our senses, our mind, ekagra in Krishna or in Krishna's services. For what purpose? We may not get any gross benefit. We'll say, okay, how much money you're getting? One Mataji was studying in the temple. She was serving on Janmashtami. So one another Mataji came to serve as well. And she asked this Mataji, this devotee Mataji, so Mataji, how much you get paid to stand here on the stall? On the Janmashtami, this Mata was standing on a stall serving. So she was asking, this new person was asking, Mataji, how much you get paid? And she said, I don't get paid, I pay to stand here. Means in Janmashtami or festival, we do some contribution to the temple, not we expect anything from the temple. So it's not that when she was fully surprised, what? You pay money, you serve, and you pay money as well. She could not comprehend, but she said, this is called service. This is not a job. This is seva. This is for the pleasure of Lord. And why are we doing that? Atma Vishuddhaya. Our consciousness is not clean, so we are trying to clean our consciousness through little seva. Yes, Anand Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Krishna is also known as Chittachor.
Chittachor, yes, very nice. So he does not just say Manachor, he is Chittachor. Very good example. Thank you, Prabhuji. So Krishna will not just externally steal your heart. From very root, I'm just remembering this, Purushottam Mass is coming next month. And we have Chaurastakam.
Yes.
He is the topmost chore. He's not just a chore. He's not just a thief. He's the topmost thief. And we are worshipping that topmost thief. And we are begging, please come in our heart and steal all this rubbish which we have for millions of years. Thank you, Prabhuji. Supriya Mataji.
Prabhuji, here is one more meaning of Sujodeshe is Mathura Vrindavan.
Sorry, say again, Mata.
Prabhuji, in purport there is one more meaning. Pavitra Sthan Tirth Sthal.
Yes,
Mathura
yes.
Vrindavan.
Absolutely, yes. Very good. So Sucha, they say, not just refers to an external clean place. Sucha means very, very clean, which means Dham. Thank you, Mata. So as much as possible, one devotee was telling me, when we chant in Dham, and Dham also refers to our temple. Our temples are also Dham. So when we chant in Dham, the same mala, if you do say one mala at home and one mala in temple, he says thousands of times more benefit you get if you chant in Dham in front of Vishnu Deity. This is written in Padma Purana as well, actually. If you do one pranam in front of Vishnu Deity, installed, it's written installed Vishnu Deity. Installed means the pran pratishtha has been done. If you do even one pranam, one Dandvat pranam or Panchang pranam in front of that Vishnu Deity, all your sinful reactions for millions of lives get destroyed just by doing one pranam. Amrat Prabhu, increase your pranam. No, he doesn't have anything in the bank account anyway. They all should. But very, very powerful. We should never do a shortcuts. When we enter into the temple room, we do Vaishnava pranam, we do Prabhupada pranam, we do Tulsi pranam, then we do Krishna pranam. And when we get out, we do the same thing. So Just this activity of doing pranam is so powerful. We actually don't know. We don't know. So we should not try as best as possible not to do shortcuts. Do pranam. Pranam is very, very powerful. Shabbat Prabhuji.
Prabhu, really interesting verse, and thanks for explaining it so well. I have a few questions on this verse. Actually, when it talks about deer skin and it talks about soft cloth, like in our situation when we cannot actually go to a secluded place, how Prabhupada explains at Prayag, Mathura, Vrindavan, or Rishikesh, and in our situation we cannot get deer skin to sit on, and our mind will also go here and there and everywhere in this world, like instead of focusing on chanting. What how practically can, as living in this world, living in grasta, how practically can we actually apply all these things,
Yeah.
and what would you advise?
Yes, so that's why I said we can take the principles, Prabhu. We may not be able to do exactly same, but we can take the principles. So principles, Socho they say refers to, as you said, Mathura, Vrindavan, but you can go to Hare Krishna temple in North Sydney, for example. Even if you cannot go to Hare Krishna temple, you can, in your own home, you can have a clean environment, a clean chair or a clean mat. There you can sit. You can go to a park, for example. That's also very sattvic. So that we can apply. Now you're saying Chalajin Koshotram, just again, a clean mat, for example, a clean place, which gives you a sattvic feeling instead of a passionate feeling. That's why I say don't start chanting under your rajai. बहुत jada hai, it's very cold outside. Let me chant inside my quilt. After some time, you will not be chanting. You'll be probably snoring or something. So that's the point, Prabhu. So take the principle, and you don't have to take the deer skin and this and that. Just go in front of the deities, take a mat, sit and chant Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama.
Yes, so with Prabhu, are you not satisfied?
Just Prabhu, on controlling the mind as well while
Control.
we are chanting.
Controlling the mind at this stage, Prabhupada said, do lot of seva, and listen to your superiors or your guru, and under his guidance, under that devotee's guidance, you progress in devotion life. Seek guidance, be open-minded. Prabhupada Prabhu recently gave Bhagavatam class in a temple, and he was saying devotee association means not just hanging around with devotees, like just going for shopping. Prabhu, as I gave that example of Vrindavan, one boy was caught by a Gurukul teacher. He said, Krishnadas, yesterday you went to movie. Yes, Guru Maharaj, but I went in devotee association. Yes, I went to movie, but I went with devotees. That's not devotee association. Devotee association, Prabhu said, there can be many meanings. One meaning Prabhuji said, very nice. He said, you have to allow your consciousness to be modified, to be corrected by a senior devotee. That's called devotee association. It's not just hanging around shopping or watching movie and going to beach and all that. That's not devotee association. Devotee association means you allow your consciousness to be reformed by a senior Vaishnava. That means if he says do something, you try to do it. That is devotee association. It's just not like, you're just sitting next to each other in a class and you're touching that devotee, for example. Prabhu, I'm having devotee association. Not really. So allow your consciousness to be reformed. Nice definition of devotee association. So this is what it is, Prabhu. So slowly you will be able to control your mind. But again, it's a long business. It's not short. Yeah. Again, 3S. Follow 3S. I like it. Again, as I said last week as well, it's by Keshav Maharaj, it's not by me, but really nice sutra. Sattvic environment, Sangha of devotees, and reading Shastra. Everyone should read Shastra a lot. This is, you won't believe how much, you will fall in love with Shastra. As our Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, one example, is very good in Shastra. And he keeps talking about Shastra, Katha, Kahani. You will not have any other topic. I love talking to him. So this is, you just fall in love. This is the best lover, I'm sorry to say. Best lover. And you say Shastra is like our mother, Krishna is our father. So you love your mother. And mother will teach you, guide you all the time. Whenever you're in a good situation, bad situation, mother will guide you. Okay? So, Prabhu, you're already doing good. Just keep going. Okay, let's go to the next verse, 13, 14. They're also in the similar pattern. 13 talks about external, 14 talks about internal. Now, who wants to do this? Long Sanskrit. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu?
समं कायशिरो ग्रीवं धारयन् अचलं स्थिरं सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं देशश्चानवलोकयन् प्रशान्तात्मा विगतभिर्ब्रह्मचारी व्रते स्थितं मनः संयम्य मच्चित्तो युक्त आसित मत्परः. One should hold one's body, neck, and head erect in a straight line and stare steadily at the tip of the nose. Thus, with an unagitated, subdued mind, devoid of fear, completely free from sex life, one should meditate upon me within the heart and make me the ultimate goal of life.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So samam kaya. So kaya, everyone knows kaya, body. Shira, shira means head, and griva refers to neck. So our body, that means our back portion and below portion, and our neck and head should be samam, like in a straight line. Huh? So you cannot sit slump like a chandrama, like a half chandrama. That won't work. Even that will create problem for your back. So sit straight. Huh? You see, after Tulsi Aarti, you see all these brahmachari, they're sitting straight, chanting like a soldiers, Krishna soldiers. So beautiful. You look at the army of Prabhupada soldiers, huh? Beautifully. Sit straight. That helps in chanting. Huh? Dharyan achalam. So dharyan refers to again achalam, your mind. So dharana refers to, I'll show you this diagram. Again, I have shared that earlier. I'm just re-explaining as the point comes. So asana, we are talking here sitting posture, right? So controlling the body. Pranayam refers to breath control. Pratyahar refers to withdrawing the senses, and dharana, which is the word which I'm referring to, controlling the mind. So dharana refers to controlling of the mind. I'll come back to this diagram in a minute. Let's go back to our verse. Sorry, here. So dharyan refers to what? Controlling of the mind. So here we're talking controlling of the mind. Dharyan achalam istaraha. So again, not a rocking chair, asan which is stable. Achal. Chal means moving. Achal mane not moving. Isthiraha. Sampreksha. Sampreksha refers to you should see. What you should see? Nasika agram swam. So Nasika, Amrit Prabhu, means nose. Agram is tip of the nose. Swam is apni, not baji wale ki. So for you're looking at, you're staring at that person, you say, Prabhuji, what are you looking? I'm looking at the tip of the nose. But Prabhuji says, Swam, your own. Don't look at what the next person is doing. So many times we are very good in telling others, Prabhu, you're not chanting very nicely. Are Baba, are you chanting nicely? Prabhu, you're not doing pranam nicely. What devotee was telling me, Prabhu, this devotee not doing pranam. And I'm like, how did you see? If you are doing Dandvat pranam, you'll not be able to see how others are doing. That means, first thing is, you yourself are not doing the Dandvat pranam. You're watching others. Who has given you authority to watch others? Your temple president, you are the guru of that person. Just jabardasti. We just get inside and start giving advices. You do pranam nicely, you do chanting nicely. When the seva, that seva will come of telling others, we'll come to that. Anyway, so sampreksha, what you should do. Now in the 5:27:28, if you remember, let me open that actually. 5:27:28. Now here Krishna said, Nasabhyantar charino. So we should Bhruvor Madhya, sorry. This person called the bed. Bhruvor Antare. Yeah, Bhruvo. So Bhruvo in the middle of the Bhruva, in the middle of the eyebrows. So in 5th chapter, Krishna is saying in the middle of the eye. In 6th chapter, he's saying Nasika Agram. So you should focus in the middle of the eyebrows or in the tip of the nose. So which one you should follow, Sanjay Prabhu? 6th chapter or 5th chapter?
5th chapter.
No, 6 you don't like. Okay, my
Both are
point is
correct.
both. Sorry, Harish Prabhu?
Both are correct.
Both are correct. Thank you, Harish Prabhu. Both are valid. Now you can choose either. But why would you choose this? Okay, one of the
So
reasons.
basically, it's looking at these two areas makes everything else insignificant. Hence, your mind comes to concentration.
Okay.
There's nothing serious about it on the nose
Yes.
or in the eyebrows.
Yes. There's nothing much
So
to look at.
yeah,
There's nothing much to look at. And that's the beauty of this. There's nothing much. If there's some attractive items are there, you'll start thinking about it. If you're looking at a computer screen with lots of movie, or you can't focus on chanting. Huh? Your mind will get drawn towards the pictures or movies. Huh? So when you look at either Bhruvor Madhye or Nasabhyantar Charino, both you can choose. Either one you can choose, whatever you like. But there's nothing so attractive about it, and that makes it beautiful. But you have to look at some. If you close your eyes, what will happen? So जाएंगे.
the mind will wander here and there.
Mind will wander. We'll also sleep. Physically, will sleep. So you have to open eyes and focus. So this is very nice. Disas means charon taraf. How many dishas are there? 10 dishas are there. Huh? This is anavalokan. Avlokan refers to see. Anavlokan refers to what? नहीं देखना है. So don't just wander around, look at there, what's happening there, what's happening there, what's happening north, east, south, west. You don't have to look at around. This is chan anavalokan. You don't have to see all around things. Now, coming to the next verse, prashantatma. What does prashantatma refers to? Your mind, atma, prashant, very, very cool and calm. Vigat bhir. Bhir refers to bhiru, bhai. Vigat refers to chala gaya hai. Once whose bhaya, fear is gone. So this person is fearless. It's not like you're sitting and thinking, when the lion will come, what I will going to do. Let me have a AK-47 next to me. So when the lion comes in the jungle, while I'm meditating, I can shoot the singha. No, that sort of meditation will not work. Huh? So it says Vigat Bhir. Huh? Internally, he's fearless. It doesn't mean lion will not come. It doesn't mean that. But he is fearless because he is focusing on a very, very high goal. Brahmachari Vrate Sthita. Now, this is the first verse of Bhagavad Gita where Krishna exclusively has used the word brahmachari. Huh? Now, what does brahmachari mean? Now, brahmachari also have multiple meanings. Brahmachari, first thing is, does not mean the bachelors are brahmachari. So it does not mean that. Huh? One who is not married brahmachari. No. Brahmachari generally means brahmachari ashram. Where people live in under guru's care in a particular temple or a mutt, and they follow the instruction. They wear say saffron. That's called this ashram. Now there's more deeper meaning of brahmachari. Brahma acharati iti brahmachari. One who is doing acharan, one who is living in Brahma. Brahma refers to in supreme. One who is constantly meditating on supreme, trying to attain that supreme. That is called brahmachari. And in that sense, even a grahastha can be a brahmachari. Because dharma avriddha bhuteshu kamoti bhartashabha. Sex desire which is non-contrary to religious principle, that is me. Krishna is saying that in the 7th chapter. Huh? So even a grahastha, a householder having wife and kids, can also be brahmachari because is constantly endeavoring to achieve that Brahman, Krishna. So brahmachari is a very, very actually deep word. Always acharan. Acharan means whatever is conducive to achieve that Brahman, that is a brahmachari. If he's constantly engaged, 24/7 he's engaged, that is a real brahmachari. Now Prabhupada also gives a verse here from Yagyavalkya Rishi, Karmana Mansa Vacha Sarva Vastu Sarvada Sarvavastha Sarvada Sarvatra Maithuna Tyago Brahmacharyam Prakakshate. So there are 8 types of sex life, our Vedic culture says, which a person should quit. 8 types. I'm not going to discuss about that today. If you quit that, that's called brahmachari. So this person is brahmachari vrata. He has taken a vrata, he's taken a vow to be a brahmachari. Manaha Sanyamya Mat Chitto. Mana Sanyam, his mind is completely controlled. Mana Sanyam, what's the one word for that? Who can say? We have read it earlier in this chapter itself.
Indriyani Samyamya.
Mana
Yes.
Sanyam, one word. One word.
Shama.
Thank you. Who said that? Hare Krishna. I heard that word. Anyway.
Prabhu, I.
Supriya Mata, thank you. Very nice, Mata. Shama is the word. Huh? So, Manaha Sanyam, it relates to Shama. Mat Chitta. Mat Chitta refers to in the Chitta, in the subconscious mind. This person is keeping Mat. Mat means here Krishna. Krishna is speaking. Yukta Asit Mat Para. And Mat Para refers to devoted. Who has taken shelter of that person. This called Mat Para refers to this person has taken shelter of Mat, me. He has taken complete shelter of me. So para refers to parayan, paraha, they're all same words. So He has taken shelter of me. In the chitta, he is keeping me. His mind is completely controlled. He has taken a brahmachari vrata, and he has no fear. Vigata bhi prashantatma. His mind is very, very calm. Sanjay Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
That was
Krishna.
pronounced.
Hare Krishna.
So, Prabhuji, my question is, in the purport, you recited that verse, Karmana Manasa Vacha. My question is, the translation says, the vow of brahmacharya is meant to help one completely abstain from sex indulgence and work, words, and mind.
Yeah.
And Prabhuji, I remember you gave a class once, and you said you cannot get rid of it from your mind. Sorry, please correct me if I'm quoting it wrong, but you said we cannot get rid of it from our mind, but it comes to the mind, but immediately because of the higher taste, we spit it out. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yamunacharya said that verse, Prabhu. Yeah.
and I think you gave a class on that, and you said that it still comes in the mind, but because of the higher taste, a person completely
Yeah.
spits. So I just wanted to clarify. So over here, when it says meant to help one
So when
completely
we
abstain
say
from mind.
work means actually doing it, words means talking about it, and mind means thinking about it. So when we say about mind, do not think or meditate on it, plan for it. It will come, the thought may come, like a river can enter into the ocean. Ocean is not agitated. So the desire can come from outside object, for example, or inside as well. So desire come from two places. You see something from outside through your eyes, or you listen some music and all that. And from inside, you're sitting next to a river, for example, very sattvic environment, but in your mind, some sinful desire comes, for example, right? It can come, right? Many times we are in temple and some sinful desire come. Is it right or wrong? Hare Krishna, someone's listening another lecture. Please go on mute. One lecture at a time, I think, is better rather than two lectures. Okay. So yes, Prabhu. So mind here refers to not planning about it. You're not talking about it, but planning about it, for example. So that is also thinking mind. But a vichar comes like a mirror. Some light comes, and mirror reflects the light back. So advanced person, advanced devotee, not that the desire will not come, he'll immediately reflect it. Get out. Get out. One mother was telling me she used to eat meat before coming to Krishna consciousness. So she was saying, maybe after 1 year. So she obviously stopped eating meat, but she said, "Prabhu, I still get some desire sometime, when I pass through the shops and everything." And after 3 years, I asked Mataji, "How are you feeling now?" Prabhu, disgusting. Disgusting. So Chaitanya Prabhu was saying, if it has happened for some external objects, it will also happen for internal anarthas one day. So not that you will stop smelling alcohol. You are in a bus, you will smell alcohol, but you're disgusted with that smell. So thought will come, you're disgusted, get out. Like that. This is advanced stage.
Thank you, Thank you.
Okay, let's go to text 15. Who hasn't done it today? Giriraj Prabhu, we haven't heard from you.
Yunjan, युञ्जन् एवं सदा आत्मानं योगे नित्यामनसः
Niyat and Nitya are two different words.
नियत मनसः शान्तिं निर्वाणपरामां मत् samstharam adhigacchati. Thus, practicing constant control of the body, mind, and activities, the mystic transcendentalist, his mind regulated, attains to the kingdom of God or the abode of Krishna by cessation of material existence.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. So Yunjan word is used many places. So you can read Prabhupada, practicing, engaged. You'll see the similar word getting used in many places. Yunjan evam. Evam is what we are referring to the previous verses. Sada Atmanam. So here Atmanam word is interesting. Prabhupada writes body, mind, and soul. That's why we have to take help of acharyas in understanding these verses. Atmanam here Prabhupada writes body, mind and soul. Sada, everyone knows. Sada is like always. Yogi Niyat Manasa. Niyat refers to controlling again. Niyat Manasa with a regulated mind. So this yogi, how often he's trying to control his mind? Niyat. Always he's trying to control his mind. Always engaging. Yunjan. Sada Atmanam. His body, mind and soul. Always engaging his mind, trying to control. Mind may be wandering here and there. He's trying to control. Mind goes out, he brings it back. And he engages mind, body and soul in the service. Yunjan of Krishna or divine, you can say in this way. Then what will be the result of that? Shantim Nirvana Paramam. Now, Shantim, everyone knows Shanti, Paramam Shanti. He will achieve Paramam Shantim. And what sort of Paramam Shantim? If you have to explain Nirvan, what does Nirvan mean? We all know that. Nirvan, no van, no dukha. Van means dukh. There's one meaning of van. Van means arrow as well. No dukha. That's Nirvan. So now, some of the impersonalists translate this third line of Bhagavad Gita 6.15 as Brahmajyoti. So Shantim Nirvana Paramam, which is true as well, right? So where you get ultimate Shanti? In impersonalism. When you arrive in the Brahmajyoti, you do get Shanti. There's no doubt about it. But let's move forward. There's a fourth line as well. Krishna is saying, Mat Samstam. Now again, there's a first verse in Bhagavad Gita where Krishna is talking about his abode. So our Acharyas raises a question. If you get Paramam Shantim in the third line, what was the use of saying the fourth line, right? You have received Paramam Shantim, no doubt about it. We accept that. But there's something more than that. What is the more? Mas Sanstham Adhigachati. That person will go to my abode. Yad gatva na nivartante na tadbhasyate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yad gatva na nivartante tad dham paramam mama. We'll read that 15.7. So there is a mam dham. Krishna is saying there's my dham, my abode. It does exist. So do not stop at Brahmajyoti. Brahmajyoti exists. We're not denying it. What is Brahmajyoti? In simplistic terms, the effulgence coming out of the body of Krishna. That's Brahmajyoti. That's fine. But when you cross the Brahmajyoti, then you get Mat Sanstha. We'll read about it more in the Bhakti Yoga section when we arrive to chapter 8 and other chapters as well. So what we are saying, this yogi engages his mind, body and soul completely. Yunjan in the seva or engaging the seva is trying to control his mind always. Niyat manasaha. The result will be nirvana, param, ultimate peace. And Prabhupada writes here. And finally, attains to the kingdom of God, which refers to Mat Samstham Adhigachati. He will surely achieve that. Okay, let's go to 16. This is 16 and 17. There's like a couplet verses. Let's read and I'll try to expand on that. Who hasn't read today? Hari Gopal Prabhuji, would you like to read?
नाद्य अस्नास्तु योगोऽस्ति न चैकान्तम् अनाश्नता न चाति स्वप्नस्थलस्य जाग्रतो शीलस्य स्वप्नशीलस्य जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन. There is no possibility of one becoming a yogi, O Arjuna, if one eats too much or eats too little, sleeps too much or does not sleep enough.
Okay, let's go to 6:15. What was the last word, last line in 6:15? Shantem nirvana paramam matsantamadi gacchati. So again, if this is the goal given, what all things you need to do to achieve that goal? Let's read 6:16. Na ati. Ati refers to ati, jada, adhik, whatever you want to call. Na ati. Ashnas. Ashnas refers to accepting or eating. Na ati ashnas will refer to not too much eating. That means overeating. Atyahara prayasasya. We read in NY. So na ati ashnas refers to not too much eating. To yogos. If you're trying to become a yogi, do not eat too much. On the other side, anashnataha, you do not eat at all. So do not eat very little, do not eat too much if you want to become a yogi. Next line. Na cha ati swapna. Ati swapna, we're talking, say, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, dreaming and all that. So who will dream a lot? Who sleeps a lot? That person, generally, we cannot say for everyone. Ati swapna here refers to jada sleep. na cha ati swapnashilasya jagruto naiva charjun. And neither you jagrat. Jagrat means awakening state for too long. That means you do not sleep enough or you sleep too much. Prabhupada said, if you sleep less, if you sleep too much, you become lazy. If you sleep less, you become crazy. So you want to be lazy or crazy, Amrit Prabhu? Neither. We want to be healthy. So to be healthy, Prabhupada said, sleep for 6 hours. Hmm? Again, different body may require different amount of rest, and that's okay. But as far as we don't waste time, I think this is the verse Prabhupada writes, Avyartha Kalatam. In this purport or the next purport, Prabhupada writes, Avyartha Kalatam. A devotee does not waste his time at all, because you can bring everything back in the material, but you cannot bring the time back. Chanakya Pandit said, even if you give 10,000 gold coins, you cannot bring 1 minute, one chant back. So time is very, very precious. So yogi does not overutilizes his time in sleeping. So he sleeps whatever is required. The rest of the time he engages in the service of Krishna. So basically the 616 refers to what a yogi should not do in terms of practical tips for the body. So what he should not do, neither eat too much nor eat too little, neither sleeps too much nor sleeps too little. So basically balance approach is recommended. So 616 refers to what should not be done. 617 refers to what should be done. This is a very famous verse. I'm not sure it's in the list, yes, Prabhu, but I think it should be there. I don't know. Anyway, who wants to read 617?
May I, Prabhu?
Yes, Mata, please.
Thank you. युक्त आहार विहारस्य युक्ते चेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्त स्वप्न अवबोधस्य योगो भक्ति दुःखः. Thank you, Prabhu.
Mata, translation?
Translation is, he who regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, recreation, and work can mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system.
Thank you, Mata. So here, yukta refers to regulated. Prabhupada writes, yukta means regulated. You'll see this word coming again, yukta, yukta, yukta. So that means regulated. What regulated? Ahar. Ahar means eating. So it's not, Krishna conscious person will not eat. So he will eat regulated. So whatever required for the body. Now, what does regulated mean? Someone may need, 4 chapatis for a good meal. Another person may need 6 chapatis. You cannot blanket say, okay, everyone should only eat 4 chapatis. Someone may need only 2 chapatis. So regulated means that person's body, whatever is required to give him enough energy to serve Krishna. Same applies for sleep as well. We cannot just make a blanket statement for everyone. But some guidelines are given. And if you want to become lazy, then we can say anything. So yukta ahar, yukta vihar. Vihar refers to entertainment. So how does a yogi entertain? So yogi can go for a walk. In Shastra, it says there are 2 vihar activities, entertainment activities, wrestling and swimming. So yogis will go sometimes wrestling amongst devotees and Amrataru Panja ladaenge. Sometimes you do. You don't do. Come on. Anyway, Panja ladana, everyone understands. What do you call it in English? Yes, Prabhu, I don't know.
Used to do, not
Used to
anymore.
do. I also haven't done it for 30 years or whatever. Anyway, you understand entertainment. So some entertainment should also be done, but what sort of entertainment? Krishna conscious entertainment, not against. Yukta chesta. A chesta refers to any activity you do, not over endeavor. Like some people work 20 hours a day. Now you can't do that. No, sometimes you may have some project deadlines and you just have to attend work for a few days or week or so. But if your job is demanding 18, 20 hours a day, Ram Santosh Prabhu, is that a good job? Not at all, not at all. So we can compromise for few days for certain aspects, but chesta has to be balanced. Some 8 hours, 9 hour job, and that's good enough. Not more than that. If it's constantly demanding too much of our time, taking away our Krishna conscious time, family time, health time, because that overwork will ruin even our health, family, relations, everything it will ruin. So yukta chesta, regulated chesta, some simple whatever works. Yukta swapna, what does yukta swapna refers to, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu?
Regulated sleep.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Swapna refers to here sleep. Or avabodhasya refers to Prabhuji Jagna. So yukta sona, yukta jagna. That means, as per Prabhupada, roughly speaking, 6 hours of sleep and 18 hours of waking state. And in 18 hours, you have your job, you have your some services to do, and some time for reading Bhagavad Gita, some time for chanting, some time for visiting devotees, and all those things. So swapna avabodhasya refers to regulated sleep and regulated waking state. Yogo, if you do that, what will happen? Yogo bhavati dukkha. Ha refers to marna, kill, destroy, destruct. So if you do that, this yogi, what he will achieve? Dukkha ka hanan. You will be able to destroy the dukkha in your life. Anyone want to destroy the dukkha? Follow 617. Many times, Amrit Prabhu has a long hand. I am the first one. Okay, so if you want to do dukkha, anyone want to do dukkha, including me, I'm also saying, but this applies on everyone. Regulated sleep. So there are 4 things mentioned as per Prabhupada. So in 4 was ahara, nidra, bhai, and mathun. These are the 4 basic activities of all humans, right? So ahara, how ahar should be? Yukta. Vihar also, as per our acharyas, refers to our entertainment or sex life, basically. Because in this material world, 99.99% people take best vihar as going to opposite gender, spending some time with them. So for them, that's a vihar. So yukta ahar, yukta vihar. So ahar, nidra. So nidra refers to here swapna bodhasya. So ahar, nidra, bhai. Chesta. Chesta refers to defense. So ahar, nidra, bhai, mathun. How it should be? You're allowed to do because you're a human being. You have to do. But how much you should do? Yukta, 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 yukta. In each category, yukta should be there. So enough sleep, enough ahar, enough chesta, enough work, enough defense for your body, and enough vihar, which for us means Krishna conscious vihar. We can go out in a park, we can go out in a sattvic environment, we can go for some picnic with some devotees, and all those things we are allowed to do. Very, very healthy activities, and which inspires us as well. Okay, 618. Kajal Mata, would you like to do?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
यदा हि विनियतां चित्तम् आत्मनि एव एवावतिष्ठते निष्क्रियः सर्वकामेभ्यो युक्त इति उच्यते तदा. When the yogi, by practice of yoga, disciplines his mental activities and becomes situated in transcendence, devoid of all material desires, he is said to be well established in yoga.
Thank you. So again, word yukta is coming again and again. So well established, regulated. Yada viniyatam chittam. So viniyatam refers to discipline. Niyat, viniyat, same thing. Disciplining. What you're disciplining? Chitta. Now, Prabhupada writes here, chitta refers to mind and its activities. As I said earlier, chitta also includes subconscious mind. So chitta refers to mind, conscious or subconscious. So yada viniyatam chittam. So you have to control, discipline your chitta, your mind. Atmani eva vatisthate. So you are always situated in Atma level. Atma here refers to spiritual level, transcendental level, not on material platform. By controlling the mind, you're always trying to situate yourself on a spiritual platform. Next, nispraha. So ispraha refers to desire. Nispraha refers to no desire. Here, no desire does not mean like Buddhist, no desires at all. Here means no material desires. You're not hankering for material things and material people. Sarva kamebhyo, in all the aspects of life, not in particular only few aspects of your life. If you are situated like that, yukta iti uchyate tada, you're always well situated like a yogi as it should be. I'll do one more verse, I'll stop. This is just a very related verse, very small verse. So 19, who wants to do? Quick one. किसने आज नहीं किया है? Amrit Prabhu, you haven't done it?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
No. यथा दीपो निवातस्थो नन्गेते सोपमा स्मृता योगिनो यथा चित्तस्य युञ्जतो योगम् आत्मना. As a lamp in a windless place does not waver, so the transcendentalist whose mind is controlled remains always steady in his meditation on the transcendent self.
Thank you. So how do you remain? So if I go back to 618, for example. So here it was saying Yada Vinitam Chittam. So how do you constantly control your mind? So the indication is given in 619s. How do you do that? There's an analogy given. Beautiful analogy is given. Yatha Deepo. Deepa, everyone knows Deepa, a lamp. Nivat. Vat refers to Vayu. Nivat means where there is no Vayu. There's no wind coming. So if you put a Diya Amrit Prabhu for Krishna, when there is no Vat, no air coming constantly, so Diya will be stable or unstable?
Very stable.
Yeah. But if a lot of Vat is coming, a lot of Vayu is coming, strong wind is coming, what will happen? Diya, it will flicker,
it may waver.
it will waver,
Yeah.
it may even extinguish, right?
Yeah.
But if there's no Vat means air, then the Diya will be stagnant. So Krishna is giving this analogy. Your lamp here refers to your consciousness and Vat refers to material desires. So if you have lot of material desires, your consciousness will be stable or unstable, Amrit Prabhu?
Unstable.
Right? Because the Vat, the Hava is too much. Like a fan is running, you can't expect Diya to go long.
Yeah.
So the fan or the Vayu here refers to our material desires. So Yatha Deepo Nivatas. So Na Ingate. Ingate refers to waver. Na Ingate means does not waver. A Diya, a lamp, which is situated in a place where there's Nivat, no Vayu, then Na Ingate, it will not move. So Upama. Upama refers to analogy. What is the analogy given? Yogino yat chittasya yunjato yogam atmana. Similarly, the chitta of a yogi does not waver. Why it does not waver? Because the bath of material desires are not there. Because the person doesn't have material desire, then he can completely sit down and chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Other person is chanting, oh my God, when this mala will finish, I have to go here, I have to do this, I have to achieve this. The mind is constantly, just bogging up with so many material things. Does it make sense? So what does it mean? If we want to become a good yogi, a good sadhaka, a good bhakta, our material desires have to go down. And it will be very proportional. The more desires you have, the more your consciousness will flicker. But if you have less desires, your consciousness will be very stable. And if you have no material consciousness, your consciousness will be very, very stable. Very, very nice, as we see in advanced devotees. Okay, let's stop here. We'll continue with, this is a 4-verse section here, a big one. We'll start from this verse next week. Okay. Now, Yash Prabhu has some